Good morning, everyone. Merry Stupid O'Clock. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels, and before we get going this morning, of course, a few of the usual disclaimers. So first off, you are going to find the link to this report right there in the description box, along with the other pertinent links to the Shocks campaign, including Sequoia's massive, huge archive on the subject, the templates. Folks, we are trying to end seclusion, improper restraints, and aversive therapies in public schools. It kills people every single year. I know, I get the reports of it damn near every day. Excuse me. So, click on the templates, sign your name, click on your senator. It takes less than 2 minutes. We also have the ever-present and self-explanatory change.org Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. Now, folks, trigger warning. When we talk about the JRC, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch surveillance footage of peoples with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you have young children present, please use your headphones. And folks, it is 3:13 stupid o'clock a.m. in the morning. If I stumble over any of my words, my apologies in advance, okay? Also, this evening, 4:30 Central Standard Time, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, 10:30, I believe, UK time, we are going live. Now, folks, we usually do open chats where we have some fun, but folks, not this time. I've done the videos on the witness testimonies from the JRC. They did not have the impact quite what I was hoping. So we're going to do a live stream and we're going to take a look at some of the witness testimonies and written statements done by Jennifer Masumba and some of the others within the next few streams. It's going to be hard to watch, but it's absolutely necessary that this information gets out, okay? We advocates who've been trying to shut this place down, we're tired. We are exhausted. And we've got to have help if this evil is ever going to end, okay? Alright, so we are going back to where we started off yesterday. Calming tea for the stupid. It is vital when you're dealing with the JRC to have calming tea. Alright. And allergies, sorry. Findings. Students are provided insufficient academic and special education instruction, including insufficient related services. Okay, NYC. We are listening. Spill that tea for us. We are interested in the tea. Just saying. Students placed in the more segregated and restrictive settings, i.e., the small conference room, were not observed to receive instruction, even computer-based instruction, and a teacher is not available to provide instruction in that setting. The room is monitored by MHAs with high school diplomas and other non-teaching staff. Very telling. Just in a paragraph. What that tells me is if you're considered low functioning, that they don't feel the need to provide you with any education at all. Oh, they feel more than happy to abuse you. But to actually teach you? Yeah. I wish I would say that I was surprised. But moving on. Most students in other classrooms at JRC receive instruction in the form of a computer-based curriculum that provides learning through repetition. While JRC staff report that the curriculum is aligned with the NYS standards, this was not verified. Ah, boom, mic drop. NYC. So literally they're telling us JRC says it aligns, but that has not been verified whether it actually meets their standards or not. Interesting. Although the JRC curriculum director contends that the curriculum covers all the content domains and is aligned with the NYS standards, one teacher reported that students work on whatever interests them in the content areas. Wow. Got that would have been nice in school, right? If I could have just studied whatever the hell I wanted and not have to deal with my insane math teacher. Wow. Many students spend their instructional day at individual computer terminals, performing the same instructional task over and over. Oh my god, I would have killed something. The repetitive nature of the task was evident when the team visited classrooms and saw students repeatedly tapping unresponsive computer screens. Observations showed that a return to academic task was often used as a consequence for problem behaviors that occurred during breaks or during earned activities. Thus, academic activity is frequently programmed as a punishing consequence. Wow. Way to encourage learning. So, if you are using learning as a punishment, what is that kid going to think about learning later? Wow. Stellar education there, JRC. Stellar. Furthermore, JRC's program descriptors consistently prescribe positive consequences for absence of problem behaviors, but do not prescribe specific reinforcement procedures for completion of work or accuracy of work completed. One school district documented that JRC placed a student in a room where there were no desks or computers, and that she worked on worksheets and flashcards, and often did not leave her residence to attend school due to behaviors exhibited in the residence. Really? Really? So they didn't even bother to educate her because she's problematic? Thus, there was no evidence of social skills instruction or use of curriculum or instruction to teach alternative to aggressive behaviors. They don't want to teach alternatives to aggressive behaviors. They want to keep punishing them for existing. And by the way, NYC, please get out of that ABA mindset that these are willful behaviors that one can learn to get out of. Okay? There are certain things, yes. As I grew older, I was able to grow out of, so to speak. But there are certain things that are just hardwired into my neurotype. I am never going to stop stimming. I am never going to stop melting down. Can I slow my roll, so to speak? Can I get my meltdowns to a more limited frame? Yes, and I have done so. But they are always going to be there. We got to get out of this ABA mindset that these are willful, learned behaviors that if we just show them another way, it's going to fix everything. That's not how it works. All right? This is why ABA is false from its onset, because it's coming off a fallacy. This idea that these are willful or learned behaviors that, when taught alternatives, can change. That is not the case for all behaviors. Some of them are not willful. Some of them we do not choose. Understand that, okay? Therefore, we cannot just use behavior modification to stop them. What do most of us older people do? We mask. We mask, and it is one of the most exhausting things that we have to endure whenever we are outside in the work world and we are outside our door. Just saying. But moving on. When asked about their social skills curriculum, JRC staff described opportunities to socialize and opportunities for recreational trips. None of the staff mentioned any of the published social skills curriculum that are in common use for the treatment of children with autism spectrum disorders or circular for teaching pro-social and anger management strategies. By the way, by the time we're in meltdown, anger management is not going to do shit. Okay? This is coming straight from an autistic for you. I can vouch for this personally. By the time we have hit meltdown stage, I don't care what coping mechanisms that you have taught that person, it doesn't matter. Logic has gone out the damn window. Logic was 2 hours ago, okay? We are past the point of logic. Just saying. For students with autism and students with diagnoses that represent social difficulties, you mean the fact that you all want us to mask or pretend to be like you in order to be loved and accepted instead of being accepted for our differences? You can see I've got a lot of opinions there. Oppositional defiant disorder, conduct disorder. There was no evidence of teaching students positive social ways to communicate or of teaching evidence, programming for social skills during observation periods. The complete lack of organized instructional social interaction periods and reinforcement for positive social interactions who also prevented developing time with other children as a reinforcing activity. Alright, here's the thing. Yes, I can mask. I can mask very well. But if you all think I am good at small talk, no. There is no amount of prepping me that is ever going to make me good at small talk. Alright? Just saying. You can tell I'm highly critical of ABA. And I can say this both from a personal and professional standpoint. Remember, I've worked in this field. This is a particularly glaring omission in programming when contemplating transition to less restrictive school or adult settings, where positive social play and interaction with other children and adults is necessary for success. During the May 16-18 site visit, it was confirmed that the majority of staff serving as classroom teachers at JRC are not certified teachers. Oh, surprise, surprise, surprise. No, NYC. They only train them for 3 weeks and then tell us they are qualified experts. Did I mention I never thought I would be so glad to live in my state, but I am? Odd. Wow. One crisis classroom teacher the team spoke to has a high school diploma and had acquired college credits through distance learning internet courses. Oh my fucking God. So they don't even have a college degree to be a teacher, and yet the JRC makes them a teacher. The level of incompetence, the stupidity, the negligence. God. During the initial site visit, the team reviewed the credentials of the teaching staff in the 21 classrooms at JRC. One is certified licensed by the Massachusetts Department of Education, MDOE, as a special education teacher. One. In the entire school. One. Good God. 11 have academic waivers for teaching moderate disabilities or severe disabilities from MDOE, and 9 have no certification, licensure, or MDOE, academic waivers to teach special education. That should get them shut down right there. That should get them shut down. If nothing else does, the fact that they don't meet the minimum requirements that all other teachers have to hit in the state of Massachusetts or New York should have got this place closed down a long damn time ago. Moving on. Classrooms visitations by the review team revealed that limited interactions occurred between students or between staff and students. The main interactions witnessed involved staff rotating GED electrodes, as required for GED safety, on students' bodies when an alert, set in hourly intervals, instructed staff to rotate the electrodes. The rotation of electrodes is necessary to prevent skin burns that may result from repeated application of the shock to the same contact point on the student's body. Others observed interactions involved staff making role statements regarding the student's behavior program, such as turn around and keep working, or limited social praise, good eating. Good God. What the hell? Students attend the school 7 days per week, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Teachers are not present on the weekend days. Teachers interviewed by the team could not describe what the students did on the weekends at the school. Okay, so we learned a little bit this morning. We're going to keep it a little short. So basically, we are finding out that a good majority of the teachers are not certified to teach anyone. That the only type of interaction going on between staff and students in the classrooms is making sure to cover their ass in regards to rotating their torture device nodes. They don't really teach them, well, anything other than fear and pain. That's what the JRC teaches. That's it, and that's all. They do absolutely nothing at all to improve anything in these students' lives. And on that very sick note, we are going to go ahead and close out for this morning. We don't get very many views on this channel, especially on this subject. The few that we do get do tend to be removed from time to time. So folks, please don't forget to hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the comments, and please feed that algorithm. I do appreciate your time this morning. As always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.